I would just observe that when BDCP was set up, my recollection is it was supposed to be completed with the release of the plan by 2008. Now, I may have that a few months off, but not many. And let's add that to the list of potential questions to raise. That would probably be in the nature of either consultation or a responsible agency comment when the time comes up. And I don't know, Chris, would you? I think you ought to think about how these points get raised and whether they are properly assigned to one or another of our three statutory duties with clarity, and so we can keep track of this stuff.
And their schedule, too, is still in flux as they realize the
Right.
complexity of getting 3 federal agencies and 2 state agencies to sign off on a complicated plan and a complicated set of documents. So the schedule that we outlined here, we may find a month from now that it's extended in ways that's helpful to us.
Mr. Chair, I would just, again, I think to the point Mr. Brodsky made, though, that when the report is issued, having adequate time to review, certainly work that's been in process for a number of years now, longer than some folks thought it would take, and you got tens of thousands of pages or, whatever, thousands of pages review. I think it's important for folks, just as we did in our Delta plan and other things I've been involved in, to have adequate time for those folks who may have followed it or those who may not have followed it, that take an interest in it, to have time to review, try to figure out what it is that they want to ask about or question. And so I think 90 days sounds like a lot, but 3 months in the scheme of many years, and for something as big as what's being proposed here, it would seem to me that 120 days would be much more in keeping with a period of review. And so I think that, as you said, maybe add it to the list. Maybe we're not prepared to put that yet, but I would sort of subscribe to giving people time to review it.
Yep. Okay. Well, as in the review of our own Delta plan, one of the things we have to be conscious of, I guess BDCP's released, 15,000 pages so far of various documents and supplemental material. It is possible that good slugs, maybe most of that material, will not be revised, but it will stand. So we've told people on our stuff, read the stuff that's out there. If we make changes and revisions, you'll know about those changes and revisions. But I don't think we can reasonably ask that a process be extended when the final 3 chapters are completed, as if no one's had a chance to read the other chapters as well. Because we're not coming into this process with 20,000 pages that nobody's ever seen before. It's going to be probably 420 pages that nobody's seen before about something, or 200, and then the rest are. So I'm open on the suggestion and the when to raise the point and in what role, consultation, responsible agency. It seems to me it ought to fall in one of those 2 categories, the process question.
Yeah. So we'll consider at the appropriate time whether the review period is adequate.
Okay. Okay. All right. Any further questions by members of the council? All right.